So my daughter just went to sleep, so I'm hoping that I can do a full chapter here, because this is our duel with Marula that we should be doing today. And let's see where we at. I don't know if you can hear her crying. Let me see if I can settle her down in just a second. Because normally when she's this tired, she's pretty easy to get back to sleep. So let's see if I can do that real quick. There we go. Since I just started. Alright. So this is how we know where we are in our log. Year 1, Chapter 5, The Duel. With an arsenal of spells and potions at your disposal, you now prepare for your inevitable rematch with Marula Snide. Alright. Let's see, there's a few other things glowing here. We've got our friendship with Ben. We've got some things here for potions. So we've already learned half of our potions. And looks like we've learned half of our charms. Here we go. Did I get all the potions? Yes, I must have. Okay. Because otherwise it would have that little exclamation point. What am I missing here that it's like not going away? Oh well. Alright, so let's see. Let's go to the training grounds. And we already know about that. So we'll return to Jane. She's supposed to help us train. If you guys were here for the last one, you'll remember we had to collect a bunch of things so that Jane would help us. I can't believe it. You've already learned an offensive move, a creative advantage, and a healing method. Yes, I learned Rictum Sempra and Expelliarmus. The tickling charm, that is a creative strategy, and the disarming charm, I'm impressed. And for healing, I learned to brew Wiggenweld Potion. Now will you teach me how to use what I've learned? Will you keep your promise to teach me to duel? Of course, but the best way to teach you both how to duel is to have you duel each other. But I don't want to hurt Rowan. And I don't want to get hurt. I've already laughed to exhaustion. I don't want either of you to get hurt, but it could happen when you learn how to duel. Now let's get started. I mean, Expelliarmus and the tickling charm, it can't be that bad, can it? So, duel. 3 stances. Sneaky, defensive, and aggressive. Let's go with sneaky. And since we won, we can choose if we want to throw a vial or do Rictum Sempra. So, if we throw the vial, it's medium reduction in their stamina. If we do Rictum Sempra, it's only a small reduction, but there's also a small chance of a stun. So let's go with the medium thing. Let's throw this vial at her. But she's going to use that, and she's going to replenish her energy because she's got the healing potion. Alright, let's try to be aggressive this time. Now she beat me with her defense. So she's going to use her healer again. But this could actually be good because her energy bar is already pretty full. So, and it's just going to get wasted by being full. So I can do the vial again, or I could do Expelliarmus. They both have medium reduction in stamina, but Expelliarmus also has a chance of stun. So let's go with that. And I should have the upper hand in this because I have more attributes than her. They're at least higher than hers, if not on the level. Let's do defense this time. And it's kind of like rock, paper, scissors. you know, one always beats another, beats another, beats another. Okay, so again, we get the option to throw the vial, or we can heal ourselves. We don't have too much energy taken against us, so I'm just going to throw the vial. Try to get her energy down so we can actually win this thing. I'm going to go with the aggressive move. Alright, a 1. And we're going to go with Expelliarmus again. Just because it gives her the most damage. And the sooner we deplete her stuff, then the sooner we can win. And I'm going to go for that one again. Although, maybe if I would have gone for Rictum Sempra or something, I would have won by now. This is a very long duel. It's taken a long time for... she seems to use the defensive spell a lot, so I'm going to try Sneaky to beat it. And let's throw the vial and finish her off. That'll take the most. There we go. You won! Are you alright, Rowan? I'll be fine, Jenny. I'll happily trade a few bruises for learning how to duel. Well done. Now you'll both be able to defend yourself and properly represent Hufflepuff. And just in time, Rula challenged me to meet in the courtyard. Now I can put an end to her bullying. Oh, I hate it when it's like, you gotta wait. But Hagrid needs our help with something, so we can go and meet him. Ooh, going to the grasslands. It's another thing about this game. Sometimes it just takes forever to load, especially when you're going to some of the new places. Let's see what Hagrid's got. Aww. I need your help, Jenny. What is it, Hagrid? There's a lot of magical creatures that need to be taken care of. With your help, we can learn more about them and make sure they're happy and well trained. Oh, he's got such a cute niffler. Creatures can be adopted by spending notebooks. Here are a few notebooks to get you started. Alright. Now I can adopt the niffler. Oh, he's so cute. And then we can bond with him and feed him. I don't have any food to give him, though. Oh, it's going to give us some... It's going to give us 2 foods, so we can feed him. So untrustworthy. It's like, I don't know who... Oh, yeah, there. See? Mistrustful level 1. There we go. We'll bond with him also. And when we feed and bond with a creature, we increase our Magizoologist level. Alright. Got it. Close out of there. Let's see what Hagrid has to say. I'd love to meet more magical creatures. I was hoping you'd say that. We'll need to be careful. Some of these creatures are dangerous. Dangerous? Then isn't it risky to get involved? No more than hunting for cursed vaults, I reckon. Besides, once you spend as much time caring for a creature as I have with this niffler... you'll get close enough that they'll be comfortable showing their affection like that. I think you'll find putting in the work to build trust with a creature to be very rewarding. I'm ready, Hagrid. Then let's go, Jenny. There's a world of magical creatures out there waiting for us. Right. You don't want to keep a hungry magical creature waiting. Go hunt for some food for him in the artifact room. Right. I've seen Kettleburn store some of his creature supplies in this room. If I search around, I should be able to find some creature food. I shouldn't keep the hungry creatures waiting too long. Knowing this room, this blackboard could be hiding some sort of secret passage. I wonder if my creatures would like this. How am I going to carry all this? All this searching for creature food is making me hungry. To a creature, this food probably looks as good as the feast in the Great Hall. Is that a bag of food behind there? This room never stops surprising me. I'm in a group text, so that's what keeps popping up at the top. The food is nearby, I can smell it. I hope this tablet isn't cursed against those who touch it. Professor Kettleburn must be using this room for extra storage. Could some food be hidden behind this blackboard? Double checking what this creature eats is in my textbook might be helpful. Gosh, I wish that the group text would stop. I can't imagine the house elves clean this room. I think she said she should have brought a bag before that food went away. I found the food I needed. Now I can feed my hungry magical creatures. You're getting the hang of this, Jenny. Why don't you try caring for the Niffler and increasing your trust? So, go to our Niffler. We'll feed it. And we'll go ahead and feed it 3. We'll go to the next level. Here we go. Now we're at level Indifferent 1. We'll get a couple things for leveling up. Ooh, and we unlocked some creatures. Let's see if we can find all those. Does they have... I don't even know. Nifflers are affectionate to those they trust. Win over the Niffler and it could end up for a cuddle. Let's see. Some of them are locked. Some of them we just unlocked. A Porlock, a horse guardian native to England and southern Ireland. A Dairy Crawl, a plump, fluffy, feathered, and flightless magical bird. More like a dodo, I'd assume. And whatever else we unlocked isn't in this area. Let's see if he's... I think we see this dog later on. We can meet with Hagrid. He's hanging out in here. There he is. I think I saw some bowtruckles in a tree. Thanks for meeting me all the way out here, Jenny. No problem, Hagrid. I'm always willing to help a friend. Plus, you sounded upset when you asked me to come. Are you alright? No, Jenny, I reckon I'm not. Professor Snape's out of the fairy wings he needs for his beautification potion lesson. I'm sure he'll find a way to get more. That's the problem. He already has. I overheard him saying he's gonna harvest the wings from the fairies in my garden. What? That's a shame. The options I can click are that's a shame, that's practical, or that sounds like Snape, which that last one is locked and I can't use that. I'm gonna go with that's a shame. I can't imagine fairies living without their wings. I agree. Removing a fairy's wings don't hurt them, but it does make them awful annoyed. It seems like a rotten thing to do to a vain creature like that. Plus, I've grown rather fond of little creatures and would hate to see him upset. So you want to keep Snape from finding the fairies? Yes, I was hoping to relocate him here, but they're refusing to leave. I suspect they like laying their eggs on the underside of my pumpkin leaves. Professor Snape will be around my hut any day now, and I'm still not sure what to do. Will you help me, Jenny? Of course, Hagrid. Between the two of us, I'm sure we can come up with a plan to convince the fairies to relocate. Alright. Oh, Luna. You guys hear my daughter in the background? Oh, here. Don't bowtruckles eat fairy eggs? Uh-oh, do they? Fairies like to groom themselves. You could try luring one out with a mirror. Fairies might just be more self-absorbed than Marula. What if you mimic one of the fairies' predators and chase them out? Don't bowtruckles eat fairy eggs. So these things start repeating themselves after a while. Moving all the fairies from the garden to here won't be easy. Thanks to our brainstorm, I've got a few good ideas about how we can keep Snape from getting the fairies. Let's hear them. Well, I thought we could try to scare the fairies out of the garden. It's not a bad idea, but if we scare them, there's no telling where they might fly off. If they go even further on the grounds, Professor Snape will find them for sure. Alright, then how about we just capture them and release them somewhere else? I already tried, but they're tricky little creatures. Capturing one isn't easy. The 5 pumpkins I smashed trying to do it can attest to that. Then instead of moving the fairies, why don't we try asking Snape directly if he can get the fairy wings somewhere else? I already tried, but no luck. Snape said he didn't want to change his lesson plan on account of me feeling bad for some bugs. Well, so much for my good ideas. If only we could figure out the best way to convince the fairies to move. That's it, Hagrid. We'll test out different methods on a fairy to determine the best way to persuade them. That sounds like a good plan, but where will we get a fairy? The ones in my garden are all hiding from me. Don't worry, Hagrid. I bet I can find a fairy here in the Magical Creatures Reserve. I'll go find one and lure it to the Care of Magical Creatures classroom. We need a fairy to practice on before we move the ones in the garden. And we found a chocolate frog. We got Merlin, a legendary British wizard who was a member of King Arthur's court. Let's see. And in the forest, it looks like there's a creature in here that's already been unlocked. So let's see what's available. A fairy. We don't have enough to adopt her. We only have 1 book. Are there any other ones? There's a bunch of locked ones in here. So we won't know what they are yet. Grasslands, forest, the dark forest, the lake, the Rocky Mountains, the scorched vale. There's a creature in there. Let's see. Again, when you go to these different worlds, sometimes it just takes a long time to load. We're supposed to be dueling in this, but I think we're spending more time on magical creatures. Well, geez, I hope it's gonna load. Here we go. It's fire crab, a creature with a jeweled shell capable of shooting flames. It's okay, Mama. You're okay. It's okay. You're okay. Alright, what popped up in here? Level up the Niffler to affectionate level 1. I think we gotta wait for that because it's on a timed thing. So, what else do we got? Right now we're in the magical creatures reserved, which it's still showing that it's locked. So it's weird that we're there. We can go to the East Towers. There's an exclamation point there. Charms class. And we can learn Wingardium Leviosa. Let's see what our friends say. I heard you've been helping Ben Copper with his flying. Do you have any tips for me? I'd like to say Ben looks more confident, but yeah. I could have sworn I heard Flitwick and McGonagall talking about you in the corridor before class started. It's nice to know that there's rumors about me and my brother in the Cursed Vaults are still going around. Today we will be learning Wingardium Leviosa. The levitation charm is used to make objects fly or levitate, and is an excellent test of your wand control and patience. Let's begin.
Wingardium Leviosa.
One of the wizard's most rudimentary skills is levitation, or the ability to make objects fly. Don't forget the nice wrist movement we've been practicing, swish and flick.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Allow me to demonstrate, and remember, Wingardium Leviosa. Professor Flitwick is my favorite teacher. He casts charms with such joy. Wingardium Leviosa. A great many magical effects have yet to be identified. Ben Copper is afraid of his own... Oh, cut me off to give me the star. Alright, so now we get to choose our reward. Let's go with some food so we can feed some of those magical creatures. And we're going to focus. This is the most important part of my demonstration. Pay close attention. Brilliant. That live button's like right in the middle of their faces sometimes. So that's a little annoying. Take the time to review Levitation Charm. Learn how many things you can levitate. Flish and Swick. No, that's not right. Remember, swish and flick. Let's continue with getting the food for now. And focus. I wonder what's written. It just looks like scribbling on the chalkboard. What some of those signs are, though. Those are supposed to be directional things on how to wave your wand, or what? Please review your incantations. We will be practicing in a moment. Billingsley levitated himself. If they couldn't get him down from the ceiling for ages. I never knew this. I wrote an extra 12. See, it cuts it off when you get there. I'm taking the food again. Focus on your pronunciations. In charms, you have no room for error. Oh, I almost missed that focus. Luna, you got me distracted. Yeah, you're supposed to be sleeping. You're supposed to be sleeping. Proper stance and posture are essential to casting charms. Watch me. What an impressive display of skill. Think about the... Yeah. Ooh, let's take a gem. Who thinks they can demonstrate this stance? Jenny B, come join me in the aisle, please. There we go. Casting our spell. Maybe one of these times I should show you what happens if I don't do it right. I'm sure eventually that'll happen. Just naturally. Oh, Luna. Okay. Now you give it a try. Remember, Wingardium Leviosa. People can't fly, but you can cast this spell on someone's robes. That turned out pretty wrong. Funny, but wrong. Charms work never gets old. It's not easy to turn the page probably when they're flying around. Let's go with that food again. It's time to cast the Levitation charm. Okay. Okay, Luna. Okay. Yeah. Mommy reading you a story. Reading you a Harry Potter story on the... Yeah. Alright. Collect all that. Oh, we didn't find a card this time. Let's go to our list here. So we still have to wait an hour before we can duel Marula. But we have a side quest here to adopt the Ferry, which I don't think we have enough things to do, and level up the Niffler, which I don't think we can do because I think he's on a timer also. No, actually we can feed him. I thought that their food was on a timer. Alright, we leveled up. Let's see, are we on Indifferent 2 now? Nope, we're on Indifferent 3. Ooh. So he's going to start warming up to us just little by little. Let's see. What's going on the lower floor? Probably gobstones. Oh, just stopping Marula, which we have to wait an hour for. So I guess that's all we're going to do for right now. And maybe once Luna falls asleep and stays asleep, I'll be able to come back. So thanks for joining me for this round, and I will pop on later. Bye. Oops.